Let's see. Where's my remote? I'm still waking up, so looking a little tired. Just get finished with a few people and waiting on someone right now. I was just in the bathroom and the phone rang, so I damn already missing people, missing money, making money. It's another day, so I do appreciate everyone that just comes through, and I'll probably be on here for a while today. So just kind of cleaning up. Cleaning up while I can. I don't really think it matters if you can hear the TV in the background. So it's kind of just like morning coffee. I'm waiting on this next guy to come in here. He should be in here any minute. Check what time it is. He has a minute. He's got a minute until he is supposed to come by. So usually I can't like talk to the chat when I have people in here, but I didn't go live yesterday, or I don't think I went live the day before in here, but I had someone, well, a couple people message me and tell me they were gonna try to come through, so I just wanted to really turn it on for them. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, Susie, how you going? Yeah. See, hey, you're getting ready to go to work? What'd you say you did for work? It's life, bud. Just hang in with life here. I'm in Indiana. Yeah. I've always lived around the state, so I've always just lived around the state of Indiana, but I'm waiting on someone right now. I usually get here, 7:30 in the morning. It just depends. But hey, Susie, I don't know if you've seen those pictures, but those pictures I put up of the lights were at my mom's. At my mom's house. So yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out for a minute. But see, I know we're all random morons, but it's not really gonna just flow, So anyone that just wants to come through and treat the chat like it's your own little garbage can, trash room, pretty much will be gone, like Susie was in here. People come in regular and they're normal, I was thinking that. Yeah, I thought I remember you saying that. So yeah, because I remember you're talking about how you can relate to some of this. Hey, what's up, man? I got to grab the phone. If you happen to see any moron comment, just feel free to knock them out of here. Barbershop. Yeah, there's definitely time. When was you thinking? just barely. There's a time at about 4:15ish, 4:30, right around in there. Yeah. We'll just say about 4:15, and if that works, that'll be good. Yep. Sounds good, man. We'll see you later. Yep. You're welcome. But yeah, it's always entertaining when you see people come on and they just like don't have anything positive to say, because I guess they don't have much going on in their life. But I'm just in here at work, and I always tell people that have wise stuff to say, hey, get your own YouTube channel, start you a live stream and spread your wisdom and positivity. Now you'll have to try a little harder, but the day might come for you, or the moment. But yeah, I just said that, but I understand. Well, we all gotta say something. So I'm just in here waiting on people, but I like it when people come by that are positive, because that's really what life's about. I know some people are miserable, they have sad, lonely lives, but I just started getting into YouTube, and I had a guy tell me for years I should start a channel here at the shop, and I'm gonna take it out, out of the shop, but like, let's leave it in there too. Very good job. But so I have some trips planned and things coming up. But yeah, I say, hey, Solly, just feel free, if you're chilling, just to, any random idiot comment you see, just you can hide them from the channel. We don't need future moronic people coming in. I let that one dude chill because that's all he said. But hey, Susie, yeah, say I appreciate you, you coming through, because you and Solly there know we're pretty positive. I don't really react anymore when people like that come in, but it's life and the internet, so they can do whatever they want, I guess, in their own minds. But around here, you'll just get sent on to another live stream where you can say, any, trashy thing you can think of. I bet some of these people get kicked out of live streams like all day long. It's like their goal in life. Hey, what's up? I'm just waiting on a customer right now. This next guy comes in every single week. Like every week that he Thursday morning he comes in. So I'm just waiting on him, and that's about it right now. It's a long day in here, so we got here about an hour ago, and I don't put everyone on live, just kind of out of respect. But this next guy said I can put him on every time, so I'm just gonna have it going for a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're all like good people around here, and no one's mad, man. I like it when people, though, they come through. It's like, I always look at it as like a child that wanders into a room like, oh, help me, mama. Like, no, I like people that think they know things. But how much for a haircut? In here, I keep it like fairly affordable for people. So it's like 15, most general haircuts. Like shaves are like 20. So, $15 for a haircut. But see, like people, they just know like everything. It's like, wow, so far, you made a really lovely comment. It's funny because people come in for, like I just said, 2 seconds, and they think they know everything about you. It's just funny, you know. I'm actually laughing at that on the inside. It takes a lot to make me laugh, but I always laugh when I see stuff like that. Yeah, say now you know what time it is here and what time it is there. And see, like people like Solly and even Susie here, she's been in chats with me several times. So if anyone has an idea of my attitude in here, it's her. And yeah, I like everyone that comes in randomly. Like, didn't I just say, like children wandering into a room? But I get it. I have a little granddaughter, and she does that. She'll start crawling, and she gets over there, and she's like, "Help! I can't get back." So I get it, guys. Yeah. Hey, man, you can definitely talk about the Bible, and I know it pretty good, so I'll probably be able to relate. I don't have a Bible right here, but you know, just go for it. Well, I don't have a Bible on me. I am pretty familiar with Mark. Hey, Solly, if you are still in here, check that out. Yeah, I appreciate it. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Yeah, you got to have it every now and then to you know, to get the day started. But Mark, let me just see. Mark 10:17. I don't have a Bible on me. Yeah, I got super powers like him as well. You ever watch those episodes when he turns into the Hulk? So yeah. But yeah, man, I don't have a Bible on me. I have the Bible app on my phone, and you know, I'm not at home, so I kind of wish you would have just put the verse out there, and then I think I would be able to remember, you know, the story. I can't remember it just by the verse. Give me a hint. But yeah, I do appreciate people that come through that, you know, that know how to just get along. It's called communication. Yeah, that's cool, man. And if anyone, you know, subscribes, I've never heard her, no. But don't listen to the radio a whole lot. So, and actually, if anyone subscribes, you can check out my playlist in my channel, and you'll kind of know the music I listen to. So I don't think any whatever that is on there. But hey, what's up, man? He's back. Hey, I had to get off here the other day. Like I said, I was confused at first if your name was the whatever I read, or it was I can't read every language. So I appreciate you coming back through, though, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'd rather have someone messaging about Bible verses than someone like, you know, popping in and automatically knowing everything. You know, we're all really wise, but I suggest someone that's coming through that, has something negative to say, go grab a Bible and, mind your business, or, maybe seek therapy, because a lot of people have problems, and I'm not dealing with people's problems in here on this chat. So I do enough of that right here through the day. But yeah, it's we've been going over Hebrews in church. Hebrews 11. So like right now at church, we've been doing like the Faith Hall of Fame, because Hebrews 11 is all about blind faith. I'm not trying to change up what you're doing, but I'm just trying to, I can relate to you a little bit. If you have a Bible, I can relate to that because it's still like fresh in my mind. So, Hebrews 11 starts talking a lot about just having faith for things that you can't see. Hey, I appreciate it, man, for sure. And I'm not sure if you're like a public subscriber, but I subscribe to people's channels. It's funny. This funny story. I've been talking. Well, I just talked to this girl, and I kind of check in on her chat, and like she knows I have this channel, and like this dude told me he subscribed to my channel. And I was checking out, I just went into his page, and I seen he had 1 subscriber. Do you know who it is? It was me. And I was like, hey, man, I seen you have a subscriber. and that girl was like, hey, he don't even use his, his page. She was kind of like joking with him, like, because he comes in all the time, like he's supportive. But I am supportive. And I'll subscribe to you, and I'll be your ride or die, your number 1. Numero uno. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, I'm waiting on my next appointment here. I don't know what time it is. It should be here any minute. But this morning I had some people come in, and I really like the way this guy does it. He just gets on, he'll go through like, I don't know, up to 10 weeks of a lesson plan, so right now it's all about blind faith. So that's why I like to go to this church that I go to. Yeah, he doesn't really jump around. You see that sometimes, and I've been to other churches. I think that's why I stick to this one, because the dude's really, he's just really good at what he does. And I got baptized out there a couple weeks ago, and back 15 years ago, I went to his church, and I just I've always liked it out there. I told Solly, I told you sometimes you should try to head out there, man. If you ever think about it, Hey, I appreciate it. I like it when the chat gets going with positivity. There's a few people in here earlier that stopped by pretty regular, but I do mix it up. I kind of go live here, and then sometimes at my house. I like it at the house because I sit down. But here, I need to check what time it is, because this dude might be running late. There's something. Damn. All right, he'll be here any minute. But yeah, I appreciate, people that subscribe. I get it. I am a guy, so the dogs usually get the bone. You see some girls that go live, they just sit there. They just kind of like sit and wait on money to roll in. But I just stand here, work, and, usually kick all the negative children and trolls back out under the bridge. But I'm around Indy. Yeah, I mean, I've always kind of grew up going to church. Yeah, that's cool. I'll check you out. I don't know if you have like a channel, or I guess you do, but I'll try to check it out. There's this guy I seen yesterday. He's been going live a little more, and I couldn't talk to him because I was at the doctor. But I just popped in there. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" He subscribed to my channel, and you could tell he was trying to say something, but I was like waiting on the doctor. So I told him I don't have time to talk. But yeah, we just I mean, and like I said, we got always gonna have what do they say? There's a dummy born every minute. So the world's full of but we get it, bud. We get it. Nice, very nice. Maybe you can do a little better than that, but maybe you'll just do it better somewhere else. So I got you. Like we used to joke around with people and be like, "Hey, here's a sucker for you, sucker." Oh, here's this guy. But I'm not talking about everyone, but the suckers. Here's a sucker for a sucker. But yeah, I'm just waiting on this dude here. So I can't really interact. Yeah. We'll focus on the Bible. That's a pretty good subject for sure. Hey, what's up, man? I just want to wipe that out for you there. All right. Hey, did you see any of the lights the other day?
I did not. I seen people posting some pictures of them, but no, I didn't see them myself.
No.
Did you see them?
Yeah, I tried to hang out last night and wait, but I think it was too cloudy. It was like 50% cloud coverage. So probably needed to be in an area that was a little more clear. Yeah, so
how long was it that you seen?
I mean, the night before it was, between like 9:30 and around 11, there was still like green in the sky. But last night, I was on an app that tracks it, and there were people seeing them, but I think it was, in areas where it was clear skies. So it is what it is.
Usually you don't see them this in Indiana.
Up around the line, the Michigan line, it was it looked like it would have been good.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I went one time was in Army Reserve, and we were up in Michigan, and we could see him up there at that time.
But yeah, it was pretty cool,
somebody that studies those things, the stars and all that, they have to be a pretty patient type person.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? Not much. You can't predict it. Yeah.
Just notice little changes and little things that occur.
That is for sure. Making your rounds to the stores.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've got that store across from the store there at Milroy, and my wife's gonna be in there a little bit today.
Yeah, I seen that. So what's that? Just overflow, or I mean, what do you?
Yeah, just kind of general thing. We've got a lot of hardware type items in there, but we used to have a hardware store, and then she's got a lot of Christmas type ornaments and that type of stuff. Seasonal. It's just a good location with a lot of traffic, so I'd like to make some use out of it.
Yeah, I seen the sign, and I was wondering what you're gonna do there.
Mostly, the last couple of years, it's just been fireworks, using it for fireworks, and then keeping the other part of the store open during the month or two that fireworks are seasonal.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, though. At least you can do it.
Yeah, yeah, I enjoy it.
Mhm.
Selling stuff. This year's supposed to be the 250th anniversary. So fireworks sales maybe a little bit better this year.
Wow. I didn't think about that. Just thinking ahead, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandpa, when he had his trucking company, he had that little garage there in Milroy.
Which garage?
Where you're at?
Really?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then before we had bought it, it had been a Canon factory there,
Yeah.
and they do a lot of cloth cutting and that for cars and trucks for Detroit.
Yeah, back in the
I think at one time it had been a tractor supply kind of a place there too. It's got quite a bit of history too.
yeah, it's been several different things there.
Yeah. Jim Hunt, he brought me some pictures one time of how the previous setups had been.
Yep, I remember being young and playing around there and watching him work on semis all day.
And then they had the garage across the street for several years, and there's a natural spring on the side of it between the building and 244. And you don't remember the year or about the time they put up the barracks type building behind the building?
No. No. It was already there, so it had
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Okay.
had to have been before, like the early '90s anyway.
I didn't know if John McDaniels had put it up or if it was there when he got it. So it sounds like when he bought the property, it was already.
Yeah, he had that spot there. He had a shop, and then up around 40 in Spiceland
Area there, yeah. That's always been a good retail area up in there. I think Brucey Davis is still invested up there.
So you said you're heading out there.
Yeah, I'll go to Milroy and always try to make Westport once a day. Make sure all the trash is empty and just the daily thing. We tend to get slow this time of year. It starts slowing down, especially for the holidays.
A little bit,
Slow
yeah.
for the holidays.
Wow, I wouldn't think that.
Yeah, most people are out shopping and they're going to the bigger stores.
Right. So did they stop serving breakfast up there for a while at the restaurant?
Yeah, just right.
Yeah.
Yeah, her chef, Dan Wilson, he left. He got a job up at a college, Anderson College, I think. So she was without a cook for, oh, I don't know how long it was, 2 or 3 months. Finally, she kept advertising and got 2 ladies come in and do the breakfast.
Okay. So they're back to breakfast.
Correct.
That's cool.
Yeah, not everybody. It's actually a pretty tough job cooking in that, and have to be pretty organized.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it gets busy. I always see, parking lot full when I go by.
Her breakfast, she does pretty good breakfast.
I believe it. So yeah, it's a lot. Like you said, people don't understand things like that. Well, they don't have a business.
Yeah, no matter what you look at, it's always more complicated and involved than it looks like from the outside.
Yeah.
It goes without everything.
Yeah. It's easy to,
Look back and say, well, that'd be an easy type thing. But
yeah. It's easy to say. But what I usually do is I do it. So I know it's.
you know what's involved.
People can say anything. So is the location across the street, like you said, open? I mean, is it?
It's seasonal mostly, and then she's going to do some weekends from say like 11 to 5.
Okay.
Maybe just the weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. A lot of it's just trying to find time to open at a time.
I'm sure she's pretty busy, with the restaurant.
Yeah, she's got to open all the time too.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot he's younger. Yeah. Yeah.
So he's very active. He's slow with the dances, slow with all. That's almost a job in itself.
Yeah. Working overtime at the restaurant.
Yeah, she gets a lot of calls. She never knows for sure what her hours are going to be for her to be working a shift or two.
Tried to tell my daughter back in the summer she should try to get a job up there, but
They're usually looking for something.
that's what I figured. Places like that usually need a little help.
Yeah, especially on the weekends and that. The people who work there for a while, they don't want to work the weekend.
That became her problem. You know, she's in high school, and I told her, you know, at first not to worry about getting a job, but she wanted one. So I was like, well, giving her ideas.
They'd be local anyway, be close.
You guys having like a big dinner or anything for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, she usually does. She likes cooking in that. She's pretty good cook.
Oh, there you go. Nothing wrong with that. So we'll take it. I always hope my mom cooks like something besides turkey.
Is that right?
Lasagna, pizza. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Fire up the grill.
That's Thanksgiving Sunday. I was telling you, instead of having everybody cook, just order Pizza King.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, I don't know what to bring, I don't know what to cook. It's
Pizza.
like, let's just order about
See ya.
60 pizzas and then we'll be done with it.
Yeah, that's it. I'm always for something like that. I'm not a big, I mean, I like Thanksgiving or whatever, but the food is just, I'm not big on all that. Turkey and gravy and shit.
That's my basic ass cooking. I'll make this insane gravy.
Yeah. Biscuits and gravy again. At least you do it. Sometimes at the end of the day here, I'm so tired, I just go home and pretend I ate.
I don't cook every night, but I'm pretty good about it.
I try to make something every night.
I don't know. I have my times. It's like Taco Bell 5 times this week.
Yeah. What sounds good? Steak or chicken tacos?
Yep.
Grab this. People joke with me about that because they know I don't eat it. Barbershop. Hey, what's up? Yeah. When was he thinking? We'll check it out. Yeah, there's a time between 9 and 10. It's up to you. So you want to do right around like 9:30? Okay, it'd be a little after that because there's people coming in, but I was hoping you'd say about that'll work. We'll put you down and we'll see you just a little after 9. 9:15. You're welcome, man. See ya. Yeah, I'm getting to where I'm liking to turn this on a little bit more. There's some good people that come through the live, and they help weed out the negative, toxic, sick to their stomach, can't stand my own life type of people. Like I was reading it on there a minute ago, and I think it's hilarious where I always kind of relate it to as like a little child wandering in a room. They come in, he's done one haircut. I know everything. Like, well, if I live stream my whole day, I'd probably get, no, I can't do that, for other reasons. Tax time's coming up. No. So you get what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's all good.
Yeah.
I was sitting there
I've only done one haircut a day.
yeah, I was sitting there one day thinking, man, I better not like put all this on here. Don't want no proof of this. Try not to talk about it. When I was young, that's what an old guy used to say. Don't talk about what you do.
When I was living in Indy, the tobacco shop I'd go to, they were owned by, I don't know, a couple Indians or whatever. And their register was always open and they never rang anything up.
Yeah.
They're like, paying cash? And I was like, I can. And they're like, yeah, just pay us in cash. I was like, there you go. That's a hustle.
That's what I used to do. I never rang up cards. They took cards, but like I was like, screw that. Hit the ATM up and come back.
Yeah.
It's simple.
I don't want an electronic proof of this guy here.
Yeah. Grab a 20 and see me in the morning.
Yeah.
But there's this one guy, and man, he's hilarious. I'm not going to stop, but sometimes this dude comes through here, and I mean, he was talking about getting his couple of his brothers like in on the chat eventually. But this dude is hilarious. Like I don't really see him, but I mean, this guy, he'll come through, and I don't even have to kick out like the idiots that comment when he's in there, because he'll just like shut them down. Because he was telling me, he was like, hey man, I can speak to the trolls for you. And he does too. I just leave them because it's just hilarious. Like they won't have any more funny stuff to say after that dude gets done talking to him. But I think, like we mentioned before, I'm not a sexy girl. I'm sitting around waiting on PayPal money. So the dog's got it rough. But Solomon comes in there pretty regular. He was in there just a little bit ago.
Really?
Yeah, blocking people. I gave him that like little moderator thing so he can just kind of weed morons out of there for me.
You don't want to play into it more?
No, I'm good. They think you do though. They're like, oh, he's mad. Like, well, you don't know me, so y'all know me. What's that song? Probably one of the better people that you'll never be around, because I don't fill my life with stuff like that. So have a good day. I'm not sure if you're in here. Did you check out any of the see any of the lights the other day, or where you're at?
I don't think I've went in. I don't think I've watched one of your lives for a while. It always
Yeah.
pops up on my suggestions though.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think I did see one that had like 600 some views. I was like, dang.
Yeah, some people just kind of, roll through.
I think this was already completed. I was like, oh, you got 600 views on that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I've noticed that rate has went up a little bit, but it goes up and down. It's going to take time. Hopefully that's all I have. And starting to look forward to New Year's. I think that'll tap into, something else really. Because every time I'm down there, I want to see a few things. And so I kind of know what I want to do and what I want to put on here. And it's not like everyone has even been down to the border or even really knows
I haven't.
what goes on. Yeah. And I like it. So I plan on doing a mix, doing live stream when I can down there, and probably make at least one video when we're walking around like the marketplace. Yeah, I seen that guy that just left. They have another store. They're kind of opening full time, and it's where my grandpa used to have a shop.
I know you're talking about it. Which Pavey is that?
Well, say there's people in here. The Steve-O. He owns a lot of the stores more south. So like the ones over here to the east, he don't own those. But all of his are more southern. And then the restaurant and whatever else. So I like mingling with people that own things and do stuff, not people that are slightly odd. You guys get finished up with
Yeah, pretty much. We're getting ready. We're gonna start spraying today.
that's kind of like the end of it. Yeah. So the Colts made it to the week off.
I was worried Sunday. Okay, how you going?
I didn't watch it all, but when I started watching it, it was like right about the time I missed Jonathan Taylor's 80 whatever
Yeah.
some yard run. Damn.
Man, the bye week. Who do we play next? The Chiefs?
I think so. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. I believe that is their next game. They'll be getting a few people back though for it.
Yeah, that bye week. I mean, that's pretty big.
Yeah. All right. Brush this. Yeah, there's this guy that I've seen him come in the chat a few times, and he subscribed, and I seen he's a public subscriber, and he said he's just getting ready to start doing more live streaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen he was on there yesterday, and I just popped in there real quick. I was waiting on the doctor, so I couldn't like actually talk to him.
Is he a barber?
No. I haven't even really talked to him enough to know where he's from. But I mean, people like that, it's pretty cool just to see. And you could tell he's a good dude. Like, I kind of felt bad because I didn't have a minute to talk to him. But I know he's said something there. But I've been knocking them doctor's appointments out here lately.
Did the car crash fix your shoulder?
Yeah. Straighten me right up. So that's what I was doing yesterday at the shoulder specialist there, and he just told me if it doesn't progress, we'll check it out, get an MRI.
Did he hook you up with meds?
Hell no, I didn't. I didn't.
Doctors are lame now.
I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him how I haven't been sleeping because I messed up the one time and tried to let someone know how I've been suffering a little bit, and they was like, "You motherfucking dirty bastard." I'm good. But no, what's crazy is my mom was in there. She has to have surgery on her wrist. So I just thought that was funny how we both were in there at the same time, seeing the dude. But she actually has to have surgery. No, we don't get to have much fun anymore at the.
No, I know. I remember back in the day, I had an ingrown toenail, and they cut it to fix it. The doctor's like, "Do you want painkillers for that?" And I'm like, "I don't think so."
Yeah, same.
You know, this is like 2010. And I was just like, "You're offering me that for that?"
Say what? Yeah.
I was too stupid then.
Yeah.
Fast forward 2 years later, I'm like, I have 2 books.
Yeah. Say one refill, please. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, back in the day, I was, I quit actually working at that shop. I worked at in Indy because of that reason. You couldn't like get away, you couldn't like take a day off because I didn't mind taking days off and stuff, but those guys didn't. So one day I was like,
that money.
well, yeah, one day I was like, man, I got to get out of here.
Expensive.
These dudes are going to kill me.
Is next Thursday Thanksgiving?
It might be, but we can check it out. No, it might be the week after. It's coming
You're
up.
right. It's the 20th.
But say
Okay.
either way, when it is Thanksgiving,
I'll just come in Wednesday.
say there's already some people there.
Anytime Wednesday, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I mean, it could be the same normal time.
Okay.
Mhm. Yep. So
All right. Cool.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.
And we'll just see you then. And I think it's supposed to actually get back to like warmer.
60 Saturday.
Yeah, kind of warming up a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Well, peace out, dude.
hey, see you, man.
Yep.
Thanks again.
Yep.
Later. Yeah, man. I can't really get like too involved in the chat, or I don't really need people telling me what to do. 20 years of this is I got it. I got it under control, bud. Don't worry too much. But yeah, I usually shave my face with a straight razor, and I just love it when someone that has no life tries to let you know about something you've been doing since you were a teenage youth. I've had my barber's license since I was able to get one. So perfect. Yeah, I try not to get bloody. It happens. I was shaving my face day before, and I usually don't nick myself. And I was thinking, man, I really don't want to start bleeding on camera, but it is what it is. Are you in Minnesota? I'm in around Indianapolis. But I've just been doing this like my whole life, really. My grandmother opened this shop in the 70s, and I always keep this picture real close because this is this picture's in like the 80s. But like this barber chair right here is the one I still use, So she bought this chair right here in the 70s, and it's still going strong. But yeah, I do more head shaves than like face shaves, but it's just the area. When I was in Indianapolis, you would do more face shaves. So I don't really care. I just kind of do whatever. I mean, there's some female customers that come in here. There's some older ladies, but I don't really cut a lot of females' hair, but you know, they do come through, and I don't really hate on anyone or discriminate on anyone. I know sometimes people really love to come through here and tell you, you know, what to do, but that's just life. So, and the internet, but yeah, man, I've always been around Indianapolis. And I just turned this on this morning because there were a few people in here earlier that told me they like to set in when I'm live, and they've already went off to whatever about their day type of thing. I'm probably going to leave this on for a minute. I don't know who still has a landline, but I do. Got the shop phone, this phone. What's that song? Got 3 phones. Hey, what are you doing? Was you going to be able to follow me over there later? I mean, whenever, around 12, or it's up to you. Yeah, I can do that. Yep. All right, that works. Yep. Love you. Bye. Yeah, I had to make sure I was getting a ride when I have a few things to do at lunch. I mean, I have a ride, but I'm taking my car to get worked on. I was in a car accident a couple weeks ago, and my car's crashed. I got crashed, and I'm still here dealing with whoever. People all day, people all night. But I appreciate the people that do come through and just make, comments, because that's what it's really about. It's kind of like building more of a positive community. That's the way the world needs to be. Some guy was in here earlier kind of talking about the Bible. And like I told him, I don't have a Bible on me. So I couldn't look up the scriptures that he was talking about. But it was pretty cool. I mean, I like that. Like, I'd rather go to church every day than to live in the ways of this like world out here. Because you see it all the time. I'm kind of waiting to see it here. Any second, you'll see like the ways of the world. It don't really come through this door too much. It's funny because everyone that comes in around here, they're good people. I think like when you're a good person, you attract good people. So my day is full of like positive interactions. There's this term that they use right here in this state. It's called Hoosier hospitality, because we're nice to everyone. Like overall, we try to help people out. Like, even if I don't know you, I would help you out. And more people need to be like that. So it's all about hospitality. You'll see that a lot all over this state. Even in some bigger area, people aren't like scratching and clawing to to get where they need to be. They're usually either there already or they're on the way. So I like the atmosphere of mostly the atmosphere of the state here. Like everywhere, you'll get into some negative vibes, but that's just life. But this shop has been open for so long. Like there's generations of people that come in through here. So I don't really understand, but appreciate you coming through and making comments. But yeah, hospitality. Maybe you're confused. So that's what it's all about, being hospitable. And if you can't be, hospitable, then you can probably be on your way, because I don't really live my day to catch like negative vibes and negativity. You see it all over though, all over people's live chats. So it's just the way things go in the world. It reminds you of like when you were 13 and you got on a live, like a chat room and just kind of said something dumb. But you usually got blocked then, you'll get blocked now. So I'm probably not going to leave this on for much longer, because the people that I was wanting to talk to have already come through and gone. And that's what I'm about, kind of building up people. There's this lady in here earlier that she's pretty cool to talk to. And I really just turned this on to chat with her for a minute. And I'll kind of hang out with everyone, but I'm a little bit more thoughtful and considerate than most people. I do a lot of reading, and there's a couple books that Hunter S. Thompson wrote. And, that dude was always pretty deep in his thoughts. And I just kind of think about being more of like a rare person, not someone that's like everyone else. And the world needs more rare type of people, like positive people, someone that can get along with someone that's negative and doesn't have anything good to say. I'm not going to be mad really at anyone, but I'm not going to put up with some crazy ass comment here in my chat at the same time. So it's all about being a decent person. I'm really waiting on someone to show up and let me know how I'm not doing anything when this is pretty much my first break of the morning. So I am kind of open to comments. You can really say anything. And I have more of an open mind. So I'm not going to hate on you and judge you. But like I said, I'm not going to put up with you either. So it's kind of the line where they say you draw a line in the sand type of thing. So I'm really open to anything. Some guy was trying to talk about the Bible a little bit ago, but I need to bring a Bible in here, I guess, if that dude's gonna come back through. So I was trying to, listen to what he had to say about the Bible scripture he was going on about. But that's really what I'm about here. Kind of, we can talk about your day, or we can just be normal. Talk about the Bible. Your life, my life is pretty much online anymore. So it's not hard to figure out who I am. But I need to. Hey, yeah, I appreciate it. It's going good. Kind of just at a break time right now. I try to run through when I see people that come in that seem like they're halfway decent people. I go live at work here and at home sometimes if I'm not doing anything. And I have some trips coming up. The first one, I'm going to Mexico on New Year's Eve. So, if you do happen to subscribe and hang around, I'll be going live down in Mexico when I'm down there. It'll be a little bit more interactive, more people around, be out like in the streets or whatever. It's kind of like a vacation time for me. So I'll probably go live when I'm like cooking out, grilling out, or just things like that. Usually the first of the year in Mexico it's warmer, so you can like go outside and just chill. But so I try to tell people that just so you know that I do a little bit more with this channel, and in the future it'll just grow. So this is the beginning and the beginning of who knows what, but it's not going to be the end anytime soon. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I think about that sometimes. And I have people tell me the same thing you just told me. It's, it's cool to see how people are, in other parts of the world. I try not to feed into like negative. Sometimes you get negative comments in the chat there, but it's live. So if you ever re-watch one of my streams, you'll see that I'm positive. Someone tries to get you upset, but yeah, I appreciate it. I remember you coming through, and I'm starting to remember people's names. But I am getting better. Still going to the doctor, and I don't think I'll need surgery on my shoulder, but my shoulder has been killing me. And the doctor said, we'll give it like 2 weeks, see if it improves, and then he'll get me like an MRI on my shoulder. So it is what it is. Like, I can put up with some pain, I can, like anyone, you have to go through life. So going through life in pain, it's all good. But, and through all that, I just try to stay positive, so yeah. And I appreciate you coming through and subscribing and sticking. No, yeah, they don't really do that. I guess all the zombie people in the street ruin that. You see the epidemic. And no, thank God, I'm left-handed. So yeah, it would be rough. Because because I tore my labrum in my shoulder before. And I noticed that's why I lost a little bit like of muscle in my upper body, because I still can't really lift weights, and I probably never will. But I tore my labrum, and God, that's like you just asked. I was thankful for that every day. I was like, man, I'm so glad that I'm left-handed, or I probably wouldn't even really be here right now. Because I would have had to have surgery, and I'd probably still be recovering, from that. So I put up with a lot when I tore this labrum. I mean, I couldn't even hardly raise my arm, and I was in here every day, and like throbbing, about to pee in my pants, paying, just doing my job. But yeah, they don't really do any of that anymore. And it's all good. I get it. People abuse the system or whatever. Actually, about a week ago, I was not sleeping. I was just kind of, constantly in pain. And I waited like a week to go to the doctor. And they just basically, they pretty much told me the only reason I come in there, was for medicine. It's like, forget about the part that I was in a car accident that I told you, and you should know that. Or I haven't been sleeping because I can't get comfortable. Forget all that. Just let me know. Demoralize me a little bit. It's all good. So yeah, they're pretty much, they look down on all that, but they still try to give you something, some random stuff you never heard of, and all those are still at the pharmacy. It's like, well, just leave all that there, and I'll just roll on, put some ice on it. So I appreciate you asking, man, because I'm starting to, I guess, feel better. Sometimes I think I am. Maybe it's in my head. Just trying to be positive about it, really. But I have to get ready here in a minute. I kind of got to get out of here a little bit early because I have to take my car to get it looked up. So that's really how I am. I was just thinking like a week ago I could like maybe get some sleep and they would help me out on that, but it was all good. But they try to give you these, I don't know what they are, some kind of muscle relaxers that just make me feel horrible. They make me feel like I don't even want to get out of bed. And I'm not doing that. And I told those people that, like, you could probably check. I didn't even fill those prescriptions. They're just still there at the pharmacy because I just try not to take anything. I'm not going to take something that I know like just knocks me out. It makes me feel horrible. I'd rather feel the pain at that point. I mean, I'd rather just be chilling in throbbing pain than like dragging my feet, barely moving. Screw that. But I mean, everybody's different. Maybe when I was younger, I was a little different, but that's basically another life. I kind of grew up, in a barber shop. So you see a lot of real life around here. I know people have already come and gone. And like I mentioned, this shop, these people right here, are very good people, like very good people that come in here. I have, you know, a big customer base. I can't really go to the store like last night. I was like 20 miles away from here. Went to get gas and seen someone. I cut their hair. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" It's like, it's just how it goes when you when you do something like this for a long period of time. You know, like I said, I was 20 miles down the road, and I still, in the 5 minutes I was getting gas, seen someone that I cut their hair. So, and that's cool, you know, when you see that. But yeah, you can get a haircut whenever, man. I appreciate you coming through. And I mean, I don't know where you're at, but I'm around Indy. I'm gonna get a drink real quick. So yeah, I'm here 5 days a week, pretty much every week. I'm taking the first week of the year off. Yeah. Say that is a trip for you, but I appreciate the thought. You know, it's the thought that counts. I appreciate that. Barbershop. Yeah, definitely. Tomorrow. I mean, I'm open till like 5:30 every day, but today is pretty much full at the end of the day. But tomorrow is like wide open, you know. So at least yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say that'll work for sure, man. Hey, you're welcome, man. We'll see you then. Bye. And I mean, I typically work by appointment. I pretty much had to start that when I tore my my labrum. Yeah. No, I mean, I try to listen to whoever, you know, so however you want it cut, that's what I do. Like my grandmother opened this shop here in the 70s. And I remember when I was young, like in barber school, she'd always tell me things that I still remember. And she was like, you know, if there's something you don't do, like if there's a haircut you don't do or people that you don't want to put up with, you limit yourself, you know. So, you know, don't put any limit on what you do. And I've kind of took that in life, you know. And I try to be more positive. But my grandma, she was always like that, you know. And she did this for decades. And it takes a lot to be able to do something like this for, you know, for a career. Anyone can start it if you get through school. But I've seen a lot of people start. A lot. I've seen way more people start than I've seen them get to the finish. So that's life. Life in general as well. You can start anything, but the way you go about it and the way you finish it, that means a whole lot more. But yeah, like I said, I kind of cut anyone in here. There's people that live all over the place, you know, really all over the world that come in here. There's like a Japanese owned factory right up the street. And like the head of that corporation, I'm talking like this dude runs all these factories, like here, Mexico, Thailand, Japan. He don't run the one in China. There's a few more, but pretty much everywhere but China. This dude is going there. And I mean, he's the boss, you know what I'm saying? He's, and he comes in here to get his hair cut. It's cool to talk to that guy. I mean, the things that he showed me, and he's a Japanese dude, but like in the things that he showed me and the things he's told me, it's just like, I look forward to people like that coming through. I mean, cut someone, no. You can avoid actually cutting someone, but nicking people, yeah, you're right. You're right on that. It's a lot more than people think. You know, when you own a business, you see it all the time. If you don't own a business or you don't run your own business, you're not going to know the ins and outs of it fully. But no, I don't really cut people because there's you can feel, you know what I'm saying? When you use a straight razor long enough, you can feel like when you're pulling hair, it's like a fine little razor line you have to get the feel of. But I've seen people get cut. Like I have seen some bloody situations. I mean, there's been a time or two through the years I've been like, I'm gonna go. I don't want to be here. If the ambulance shows up, they'll make me explain stuff. But yeah, I've seen people that, you know, have had to go get stitched up after leaving the barber shop. I say probably one of the worst things I've seen, and this as far as a customer getting cut. I mean, I've seen someone actually get stabbed in a barber shop in Indy, but that wasn't a customer interaction. But this dude was shaving around this guy's ear, and he actually cut his ear in two, like with the razor. Like he was drunk or something. He was always on like pills, like Xanax or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, because I was kind of sitting like a couple chairs away from him, and you could see like straight through this guy's ear. Like, yeah, that dude lost, like he was because ears bleed really good. And I mean, he cut that thing like in two. And I was sitting there like, wow. Like, and you could see light shining through this guy's ear. And he was pissed. I thought we was about to see like a knockout. But I think he immediately got more concerned about getting his ear stitched back together. But that was probably one of the worst ones. I've seen people get their moles cut off. You know, I've seen free mole removal. But yeah, and moles bleed pretty good. No, it was we was all like waiting for you know, the knockout. But I think the dude, you know, his like, you know, he was puddling blood, you know, so he had to get upset and then run to the doctor, I guess. But yeah, there's things like that. Up in Indianapolis, it was like a little bit more, you know, real life. Like I say, here it's a lot of good people that come in here, don't really have problems with anyone. You know, really, like the only problems that I don't have are with morons. You know what I'm saying? Like some random child that just loves to say something stupid, you know? So I don't have problems with people, and I'm not really going to, you know, sit here. I always tell people, like the sucker that just got the sucker on out of here, start your own channel, run your own business, and the main thing, start your own life, because I don't think you have one. I really don't. So yeah, good luck. And I hope you have a good day, but I feel like you're probably sick to your stomach in misery. So peace out. But I have a pretty like busy afternoon coming up. But yeah, I've seen that. I actually seen a dude, like I said, get stabbed, that worked with us. And this dude was like people that come in here sometimes a little bit miserable, not saying nothing about you. What's up, man? Yeah, I just kind of own my shop here, and really getting ready to roll out because I have to go drop my car off at the shop to get it worked on. So, but yeah, I appreciate everyone that comes through and has something normal to say. But yeah, I used to work with this guy in Indy, and he wouldn't leave you alone. Like, I get it, people deal drugs and do drugs, but this dude wouldn't take no for an answer. So he'd always come up to you. He'd just come up to you like, hey, what do you want? What do you want? Or whatever. It's like, God, you know, you can't like, he's like an irritating dog. You can't get him away from you. And this dude I worked with told me one day, he's like, man, I'm getting tired of this guy constantly coming over trying to sell me drugs constantly. He's like, if the next time he comes over and asks me if I need anything, I'm just going to stab him. And I didn't really believe him, but I was just like, okay. And so, of course, like life, it happens. So this dude went over there, and it was like, I mean, it was just a reaction. He just grabbed his scissors, like, bam, he stabbed him straight through the hand. And that dude left a blood trail out the back of the barber shop. And the dude that ran the place, I'll never forget it, because he was in the back, and he just come up in there and he was like, clean this blood up. He didn't even like, you know, care. He knew the dude, you know, when you're around someone all day long, you just know him. So he wasn't concerned about the guy that got stabbed right through his hand. He was just like, clean this blood up before someone comes in here. Yeah. And that dude, he was out like forever. But the next time you seen him, he had his hand all bandaged up. He was in there. He was like, well, don't ask anyone if they want drugs around here. Get your other hand stabbed. But you get over people that won't leave you alone. And like I said, I didn't really believe he would do it, but he did. And it was clean, like just fucking. And I mean, this dude, it was like if you shoot a deer with an arrow or something. He left a blood trail all the way back out the shop door. I mean, you could have tracked this dude down. And nobody did, though. They just let him. I remember thinking, like, well, we might find him passed out back there from blood loss later on or something. I'm sure he'll get to the hospital if he don't. But it was good times up in that shop. You just never knew what was going to happen. And like I mentioned, real life. But I just own this barber shop here. But I just kind of got to a break in the day, I usually get here about 7:30, 8 in the morning. I'll be here till probably like 6 tonight. I just take appointments, so I do know when I have appointments. Yeah, I appreciate you commenting, man. And so I tell people, like, I started this channel out really with the goal in mind to eventually help people. Like, I don't really need help myself. So if I get my subscribers up, you know, I eventually want to be able to use this channel to give back and donate to, you know, charities around here, local, you know, food banks, you know, the shelters, just whatever. But I'm not really doing this for myself. So that's what I always tell people, like, subscribing to this channel is really, and if you stick, you'll see that it's really going to help other people in the long run. Like right now it has to grow a little bit, but I appreciate everyone that has helped it, you know, grow. And there's some really supportive people around here that come in here, and you know, a lot of good people that I've known just through YouTube. So it's all about trying to build a better community. And looks like I'm doing it like one subscriber at a time. And it's cool because I thought about that the other day. I'll grow like good people on my subscriber list. I'm sure a lot of females and things have like just thirsty, whatever, you know, thirsty ass dudes on their list that always come in and think they're inching closer to a date. What's up, everyone? I just wanted to kind of roll through like why I started this, and I appreciate everyone that says what's up, you know, and like you hear everyone say, you know, everyone that has a live stream, you know, it's really about positivity, at least the ones I go into. There's a few people that I'll sit in and do some things, but it's all about positivity and, like I said, eventually helping people. So that's why I try to let people know subscribing here is not going to help me, but you are going to eventually help other people. So just keep that in mind. It's not about me. So there's a lot of people that need a little extra help. So really, hitting the subscribe button will go a long way in the future. And I do have some trips. I do have some trips planned out. It's a bathroom. Yeah. You have to have a public restroom in a shop like this. So that's the restroom. And yeah, I definitely try to stay positive. What people don't understand, you know, is like I do run my own business. So people come in there, they throw crap all on the floor and plug up your sink, and then you got to clean all that out, and you just keep rolling rolling on with the day. So I'm like a business owner, janitor, secretary, hostess. I'll bring your food to you, type of thing. And I just do it because that's what I've grown up seeing. My grandmother was a very good person. She would see someone walking down the street and stop and pick them up. You know, toilet paper, paper towels, anything. You know, Yeah, just anything. I've had people do that. It's pretty sad. It's a little pathetic. I've had to, just a couple weeks ago, I had to clean up someone's puke from all over the floor because they decided to get sick in there and not hit anything except the floor. So, and then they didn't even hit the, the paper towels up or nothing. They just kind of rolled out. And I was like, oh my God. I heard them in there getting sick. And imagine cleaning up a random person's vomit and then, just going about your day. I know, like I said, I'm a janitor here, but I couldn't even eat for the rest of the day. I was just like, oh God, I thought I was going to get sick. But it's all good. You just got to grab some gloves, some Lysol, and roll on. But I mean, it's all different. I usually don't say, like I told this dude earlier, it's when I was young cutting hair, I always had this guy tell me, do not tell people what you do. And that's kind of how I am, because some days you'll have really, really good days. You'll have days where you have to just turn people down. And some days you'll just have like a normal, every hour, a couple people. So it's all different, So it's really, when you run a business, you just try to hit an average. So if you're always doing above average, it's like this, you got to hit your average. If you're always going above average, it's all good. And then if you always go above average, you can take a little bit of a dip. It's like a business, so you look at it as a weekly and a monthly and a yearly thing, not necessarily an hour in your day type of thing. Like someone called a minute ago and they wanted to come in this afternoon. But when I get back here this afternoon, it's like I won't be getting a break till like I said, probably 5:30. So he's coming in tomorrow. So that's just how it goes. But I've been, cutting hair for a long time. And like I said, I've had days where I wouldn't even get a break till like 4:00 in the afternoon. So it's just every day is different. So that's just the easy way to explain that. I don't really get too, worried about anything, because I know what I do, and it's all about averages. I don't really watch TV, but sometimes I turn it on in here. Every now and then I notice I'm just like getting into the TV mode. I'm not a big TV guy. But yeah, I appreciate, everyone that has come through today, even the people that have no life. Not saying that about anyone here. I'm just saying about, the trolls that get sent back down under the bridge type of people. I appreciate those guys as well. But yeah, I'm kind of just doing this for, really for other people in the end, not doing it for me. I've always done well with this. So if I ever get to where I get an opportunity for revenue through YouTube, it's going back to someone else. I have, and I've I've had a lot of people say something about the guy from House. I forgot all about that show, and I remembered about about that show. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good show. But yeah, I've seen it here lately. If you're wondering, hey, I appreciate everyone that comes through and has something to say. So, but I'm probably getting ready to cut this out. But yeah, and he seemed like he was a pretty decent dude. No. But I need to actually get my car over here to the shop and get back here. So, and like I tell people, I go live here and at home, and when I go on this trip, I'll be in Mexico, you know, doing whatever. So that will be in the future, and I do appreciate the people that come in and said something. And I'm probably, like I said, just getting ready to shut this off and roll out. It's been another successful morning. And I don't know. Sometimes I do come back live in the afternoon, but I'll have to check my schedule. I don't put like children on here, even though somebody the other day was like, letting me know how he would never put a child on the live stream. It's like, yeah, well, I don't either. So that's why, like, you know, sometimes I have to check my schedule, and like I don't put minors on here. So I do cut like children's hair, and so that kind of depends on if I'll be live later. I think there's some kids. There's some kids coming in after school. Like usual, but yeah, I appreciate everyone that has stopped in, you know. And like I said, I'll just kind of one more time. This is really the beginning of this channel, and you know, your support will support someone else eventually. So just keep that in mind. You know, like around here in Indiana, where I'm from, it's called like Hoosier hospitality. So we think about everyone, and I think about, you know, everyone that's commented. I have a very good memory, like someone else I know. So and I know they use it. But I'm gonna hit this off, and maybe we'll see you in the future. Have a good day, and you know, it was cool to interact with some of you guys.